So I want to share with you how the diversity team at your job prevents black men from being in the room when diversity is being discussed. It's a very weird thing that happens. So even though we as black men are number one impacted, black women are not impacted by this. Africans hire each other and pull each other in. Nigerians help Nigerians. Ghanas help Ghanas. So they're not impacted by this. But as ADOS men, we don't have allies. We may have 20% of Africans or 20% of black women assist us in just getting a fair shake, but for the most part, you have no ally. The funny thing is, I'll tell you, as a guy who's very close to these talks, Jose, very close to these situations, what you have is the people who are in power, the anti-blacks, they have this issue. Put it on, okay? They have this issue with making sure that we are represented in the room. They'll do something really fugazi, like go get a guy from Grenada, and just because he has a black face, they'll think, okay, well, that's enough ADOS, when that guy isn't even ADOS. He doesn't even have an ADOS experience, which is why we got to stop calling it a black thing. It's an ADOS problem. And so, with that said, what's really weird is when it is, let's say, a guy from Grenada, he doesn't really have, or many of them don't really have a concern about blackness until on that particular week they got the wake-up call and it affected them somehow, some way. Somebody said something and they said, I'm not black, I'm Grenada. I'm not black, I'm OJ. So what they do on these diversity teams, they try to keep the ADOS man out of it because they feel they've already achieved it by the ADOS woman. This is what you guys got to understand. We unfortunately have to get allies. Sometimes it's people who are not ADOS who are willing to go speak on our behalf in these buildings. So what I've tried to do is have brief discussions with people to try to get them in that mind frame, because again, the people at the top who are in charge, they don't even want to talk with ADOS men. Yet they claim it's all about diversity, equity, and inclusion.